I'm drowning.
I'm only setting up to fail. Well, good, I'll have a bunch of stories to tell. And the only thing I got going for me is my wit, work, charm, and this dream. Nobody's rooting for me, and if I fail, at least I did everything I could to excel. And all the critics are afraid to try. So watch me now put it all on the line. Because I feel the need to be at the top of my game. And what's inside of me, a rock and roller, moonshot, rizzo, rock, making miracles. I feel the urge to take control of all the power. What's inside of me, mastermind my full creation. Take a picture, I'm gonna be famous.
Your existence proves one purpose. Society survives only because of the services its citizens provide to one another. Well, not just your existence, but everyone's. And I'm talking about service in the broadest sense. A family raising a child or a soldier defending the country. Even just doing a simple favor for someone else. That's what I mean when I say service. I grew up being told to get good grades, get a good job, work hard, and save money so that someday I could hopefully retire. It's a pipeline with limited risk, yeah, but limited reward. And its function seems to be meant to keep us working jobs we hate. Think about it. What would happen if you stopped working today? How long would you last? You couldn't. The facts are these. Ours is a materialistic society. Excluding the independently wealthy, we have to work to support our lifestyles, even if we hate our jobs. When I worked a thankless job I didn't like for a paycheck that I needed to maintain my arbitrary standard of living, I realized what it made me. It made me an indentured servant. Thankfully, society rewards valuable service over anything else.
My name's Dustin. Here's the deal. I just got out of the Navy and I'm getting ready to start my life. I've been living here in Hawaii for the past 3 years and now I'm getting ready to move to Austin, Texas to live where my brother lives.
This is Brian. Brian and I started a business about 2 years ago, but it wasn't until recently that it started to pick up steam. But I'll get back to that in a minute. Brian's pretty much my opposite in a lot of ways, where I'm kind of idealistic, head in the clouds. He's a lot more down to earth and grounded, and I think that's why we make such a good team. This is Nadia. Nadia is my girlfriend and she's just amazing. You know those people that can do anything? That's Nadia. She's smart, she's beautiful, considerate, caring, sings, plays guitar. She's athletic, she's coordinated, and she's awesome at her job, and basically just about everything else. Okay, I might as well explain what this show is about. You see, 2 years ago, my partners and I realized something. There's a growing demand for relaxation drinks in the United States. Our goal became to make a relaxation drink that works, tastes good, and is convenient.
Basically, we started in Kailua with Scott and I mixing some things in a blender.
Brought home some kava one day and Brian was like, I'm gonna make this a drink.
He came up with the formula on his own and then invited me to be a part of the project.
We needed someone we could trust and that was capable, and that was Dustin.
Rizzo is what we came up with. The active ingredient in rizzo is kava, a root that's been used by Pacific Islanders for thousands of years to induce relaxation, sedation, mild euphoria, mental clarity, enhanced patience, ease of acceptance, and also to get a buzz.
That's smooth. It's good.
We really put it all on the line. We took pretty much all the money we had, all the debt we could finance, and bought a bunch of rizzo, shipped it out here, and we're trying to sell it in stores now.
Brian pretty much financed the whole project by himself, and then one day, all of a sudden, this huge shipment of rizzo came knocking on our doorstep. So I already committed to moving to Texas. I already shipped everything I own, everything but a suitcase. So now I have a month to chill out in Hawaii and set up Rizzo so that Brian and Scott can take it over when I'm gone.
Dustin just made the decision to go pursue his career in Texas. So it's going to leave Scott and I juggling quite a few things.
I think it's important for any business to identify 3 things. First, they gotta figure out what challenges they'll be facing.
When we first got started, we honestly had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah, we have a ton of this product on hand. How do we get it out there? Who are we selling it to? You know, even just making contact with stores is difficult. We don't know what to do.
I think all this is in our business plan.
What business plan?
I'm good at working with the vendors. I feel a really positive relationship with them.
I think my strengths are my personality and my creativity are my 2 best strengths.
Without question, his number 1 strength is the ability to go out and meet people, share the ideas with them, and then the other strength is big picture thinking.
What did Brian say that his strengths were? Those are my weaknesses.
I have trouble doing the promotional events. I'm still learning kind of how to do it right and, you know, interact with a couple hundred people in a period of hours.
I have ADD too, which I think that's something that a lot of creative people have. That's what I tell myself.
Third, any problem that we can't solve by ourselves needs to be identified. And oh, there are plenty.
I mean, as it turns out, like the advice that we've gotten from all the different people and sources that, you know, about running a business have been helpful and everything, but you don't really know the first thing about it until you actually start doing it.
We didn't think this through. We just spent $20,000 or whatever on all of this Rizzo. And what are we gonna do with it? How are we gonna, like, okay, we can sell it to stores, but who's gonna buy it?
That's a pretty good point.
There is definitely a learning curve, and it is not forgiving.
Seeing how steep the learning curve is, we decided we couldn't do this on our own. We need some hired guns. Enter Loomis, ISC.
Loomis is a marketing firm, and they're helping us out with the one thing that is really important that we need to do that we don't know how, and that is marketing, promoting ourselves, and selling the product.
So what will a press release do for us?
A press release is always a good thing to do for any new business or established one because it will get you coverage. And right now is a very opportune time because it's not like you guys have been around and just want to do a press release for the heck of it, but you guys are emerging, you have a new product with a unique ingredient, and so it's very appropriate for you to announce, you know, your arrival into the market.
Time to pay my bills.
The biggest difference between what Brian and I do, I think, I mean, we split up our tasks, but it's kind of arbitrary. He picks one thing and I'll pick another. The biggest difference between us is he takes most of the financial risk.
I'm a pretty big business admin guy, and I like to make sure that stuff stays in order.
You said you want to put it on a different card, right?
Yeah, we might be using more than one card, so
Brian's the organized. He's the organized guy. He's the one who is good for keeping up with the admin and paperwork and all the crap that I refuse to do.
To be honest, no, I hate it. But it's crucial. It has to be done. It has to be done right. Otherwise, guarantee failure.
let's handle this invoice. This is for a 3-month retainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
As you can see, I meticulously planned out.
I'm reconsidering going to Texas, but I have to know that we're really going to do this.
Dustin and I had a conversation over lunch. He was reconsidering his decision to stay or leave Hawaii. Dustin, when it comes to Rizzo, I'm already well past the point of no return. I mean, if we fail at this point, I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm out pretty big.
What do you think I should do?
Well, you know, I believe in Rizzo, and I'm committed to it. You know, but it's a personal choice for you. I recommend you give it a try. Otherwise, you know, you might just end up exactly like you don't want to.
Now, I don't think success is all about how much money you make. It's a lot more than just that. And what we want is a lot more than just money. We want the freedom to live our lives the way we want to live our lives. That's what this is about. Obviously, the more money you have, the more help to other people you can be. If you think about it, people need the most help when the chips are down. Because a business is, by nature, a provider of goods or services, we need entrepreneurs to stand up and lead us now more than ever. Now, today. Well, we're willing to stand up and be a couple of those leaders. Hey, I'm a person too, though. I'm a 24-year-old with hobbies and a network of friends living in Waikiki. I don't hide that I'm like most other 24-year-olds.
I have about 24,000 of those things, so help yourself.
Dusty is different from the rest of my friends because his mind is constantly thinking about how to make more money. I've never been anybody like that.
I think rizzo is, I haven't had it.
Everyone else goes and works their 9-to-5 job, and he says, screw 9-to-5 job, I'm gonna find a way to not ever have to work again.
But an entrepreneur doesn't have to be a middle-aged guy with a gut and a bad haircut. Sure, maybe my image flaunts my lack of experience / maturity, but I more than make up for it with my high level of energy, creativity, and most importantly, a willingness to risk everything to succeed. But I think I finally realized.
Right, I have a chance, I have to take it. If I don't take it right now, I might not ever get another chance to do this. The way I see it, this is the only way, this is my only option, is staying in Hawaii and just taking a shot with rizzo. And maybe I'll fail, but you know what? I'm gonna end up working a job if I fail. I'm gonna end up like I would have anyway. So why not go for it? I can't leave Hawaii. I can't leave yet.
Looks like he's staying.
Okay, I'm a bottom line guy, so here's the bottom line. I've chosen a life as an entrepreneur. If I'm successful, everybody wins. But it's not gonna be easy, not by a long shot. I'm up against extreme odds, a dwindling budget, a lack of experience, and the general non-existence of the relaxation beverage industry in the first place. If I fail, I stand to lose everything. Money, my condo, my reputation. I'll sink into debt and be forced into bankruptcy. I'm literally putting everything I have on the line. But if I can do this, the payoff could be billions, with a B. I'm not drowning. Not anymore.
I'm barely treading water, but it was worth it to take the plunge when I realized how much work and how little reward there is by living a 9-to-5 job. You know, am I still a slave to my own materialistic lifestyle? Sure, I am. But at least I get to live my own life in my own way. Hell, it's worth a shot.
Dusty and I went to college together, met in Florida. You were homeless at the time and slept on my couch for 3 years. I think.
Okay, we're gonna shoot Dustin jumping into the water in a full suit. We only got one shot at this, so let's hope we get this.
This is a classic case where the risks far outweigh the rewards. Wait. No, the other way around. I don't know what to say.
Do I take it before I go to sleep or when I wake up?
Try this thing out. Do not drive or operate equipment after taking this class. Really?
Wow.
I like this already. That's awesome.
Anything that prohibits you from doing stuff is a good product.
Yeah, especially like operate heavy machinery.
That's
You
probably
know it.
what you should do.
I need to take this before going to work. I need to take this before going to work in the morning and say, yo, no, I had some rizzo. I can't do that today. I can't shoot on the range today.
We're spending my entire life to do anything that we wanted whenever we wanted. We have the opportunity to achieve the freedom that All right. Okay. And rolling. If this works out, if we can make if the three of us can make this happen, then